Crocodiles are among the most successful animals on the face of the earth. Their longevity and distribution are key indicators of their adaptability and toughness, as shown by how they have thrived in the world's meanest ecosystems for tens of millions of years. However, there is one major ecosystem that stands out for its lack of crocodiles, the Amazon. In today's video, we focus on crocodile home ranges and habitats before we explore why these amazing animals don't live in the world's most famous rainforest. Let's get started. Crocodile is a loose term used to describe animals from the Crocodilia order, which include caimans, alligators, gharials, and true crocodiles. However, in strict taxonomic terms, true crocodiles belong to the Crocodiloidea superfamily, Crocodilidae family, and Crotolini and Osteolemena subfamilies. There are 18 species under these umbrellas, distributed between Africa, Asia, Australia, and parts of the Americas. The term crocodile is either derived from the ancient Greek word krokodilos, which means lizard, or it comes from the Greek combination of krok and drylos, which comes together as pebbleworm. The most populous and arguably most widely distributed species is the Nile crocodile, Crocodilus niloticus, which ranges from north to southern Africa. The smallest croc species is the Osborn's dwarf crocodile, Osteolemus osborni, which is native to the tropical climes of West and Central Africa. The biggest species is the saltwater croc, Crocodilus porosus, which ranges from southern India and Southeast Asia to the northern coasts of Australia. The crocodile family has been around since the beginning of the Eocene period, about 55 million years ago. The Eocene was also a time when many orders of modern mammals first emerged, and crocodiles likely evolved and adapted to prey on a fair number of them. Crocs likely branched off from prehistoric alligators like Deinosuchus. Unlike alligators, crocodiles prefer warm environments, which is reflected by the regions they live in today. Like all cold-blooded reptiles, they have to manually regulate their body temperatures. This mainly involves basking in sunlight to raise body temperature and going into the water to lower it. Crocs will also bask with their jaws wide open to help with cooling. Crocodiles are wholly carnivorous, but their diet is fairly diverse and influenced by their environment and their own size. Juveniles tend to eat insects, amphibians, and small fish. As they grow, they graduate to bigger fish, larger reptiles like lizards and snakes, birds, and small mammals. Large crocs, especially of the Nile and saltwater variety, eat pretty much whatever they can catch, including large undulates and even human beings. In fact, the Nile croc is Africa's deadliest human killer, with the ancient predators claiming about 2 people a day on the continent. Why are there no crocodiles in the Amazon? The Amazon basin is the world's largest inland ecosystem and easily one of the most biodiverse regions of the world. 1 in 10 of any known world species can be found here. Apart from the tens of thousands of plants, there are nearly 3 million insect species, 2,200 fish, 2,000 birds and mammals, over 400 amphibians, and over 350 reptiles. Of these 350-plus reptiles, there is only one group of crocodilians, caimans. Despite being in the same order as true crocodiles, caimans are actually in the alligator family, Alligatoridae. The subfamily name is known as Caimaninae. There are 4 species, including the spectacled caiman, Caiman crocodilus, dwarf caiman, Paleosuchus palpebrosus, Schneider's smooth-fronted caiman, Paleosuchus trigonatus, and the black caiman, Melanosuchus niger. The black caiman is the largest crocodilian in the Amazon and one of the region's apex predators, although they need to watch out for anacondas and jaguars. Caimans have been in the Americas since the tail end of the Cretaceous period, about 66 million years ago. This means they were around at the same time as massive predators like the Tyrannosaurus rex and Titanoboa. Strangely enough, the Americas are home to a few native species of true crocodile, but these animals are not found in the biodiverse Amazon. The American crocodile, aka Crocodilus acutus, is a rather reclusive, quiet cousin of the man-eating Nile and saltwater crocodiles. However, despite their relative shyness, American crocs are large and powerful beasts that can reach lengths of nearly 20 feet and weigh up to 2,000 pounds. American crocs are found in coastal and coast-adjacent regions like South Florida's Everglades, the coast of Mexico, and other Central American regions, as well as the Caribbean. They also live along the coastlines of Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, and Venezuela in South America. The Orinoco River Basin, which is in Colombia and Venezuela, is also home to another subspecies of American croc, the Orinoco crocodile, Crocodilus intermedius. This super rare animal is only found in this neck of the woods. Orinoco crocs have been hunted to near extinction for their valuable hides, but the individuals still found in the wild are apex predators in the basin. At up to 14 feet in length, they are more than large enough to take on most birds and mammals in their environment. Exceptionally large Orinoco crocs will also prey on caimans. So, if crocs can live and thrive in the Orinoco, why are they noticeably absent in South America's most famous river basin and rainforest? Experts and casuals alike have come up with various theories. The first one lies in the fact that the Amazon basin is much further inland than the Orinoco basin or the Everglades. While crocs are perfectly comfortable with freshwater environments, new research suggests that they generally prefer water with higher salt content than members of the alligator family. Crocodiles have salt glands that allow them to desalinate their bodies, purging their systems of excess salt. Alligators and caimans have these glands too, but they do not work anymore, likely because they atrophied from a lack of use. Alligatorids tend to dwell exclusively in salt-free freshwater, making them better suited to inland water bodies. So, in a nutshell, crocs may be absent from the Amazon because the water there has very little salt content. However, this theory alone may not be the entire story. Another theory is concerned with disease levels in freshwater versus saltwater water. Researchers in the U.S. found that freshwater has a higher concentration of microorganisms and parasites per unit volume than saltwater. Freshwater fish, in the U.S. at least, have been found to harbor more parasites than saltwater fish. We've already spoken about the high biodiversity in the Amazon, especially with regard to animals. It's also important to know that this biodiversity also applies to microorganisms that live in the Amazon River and related water bodies. This means Amazonian waters are teeming with untold parasitic and disease-causing agents that could even threaten the hardy crocodile's health. For all we know, there could have been croc species that lived in the Amazon but were killed off by these waterborne parasites. But if the water is so riddled with parasites and disease, why aren't caimans affected? Perhaps because of their longevity. Caimans have been living in that environment for the better part of 100 million years. As such, they have likely since developed strong immunity to the parasites they share water with. Crocodiles' ability to take in and purge salt levels is likely a biological health hack to protect themselves from disease. However, if they were deep inland, there would be no salt to take in and, ultimately, reduce defense against disease. We could introduce crocodiles to the Amazon to test this theory, but this would be an expensive gamble with such a fragile ecosystem. Not only would introducing new apex predators shake up the food chain, but it could possibly decimate the food supply for other top predators in the region. For instance, Nile crocodiles evolved to hunt wildebeest, and other large prey would have to meet their energy demands by overhunting the smaller mammals in the Amazon and even going after other top predators like caiman. Additionally, any successful introduction to the Amazon would require a large number of crocs to be brought in. More crocs would allow for the most disease-resistant individuals to reproduce and begin cultivating immunity within the species. However, more crocodiles would also lead to the aforementioned effects on the ecosystem. Another reason why there are no crocs in the Amazon is the possibility that they went extinct. The Amazon basin has a long history and is doubtless played host to various ecological mysteries. Perhaps the simple fact is that whatever crocodiles that used to live there died out either from being outcompete or being preyed upon. Caiman, though generally smaller than the largest croc species, may have been better supported by the prey on offer in the region, leading to their better survival. Most mammals in the Amazon consist of monkeys and rodents, animals significantly smaller than the deer and antelope that Nile and saltwater crocs favor. Smaller crocodilians are better served by small prey. Another probable cause for crocodile extinction is the high concentration of predators for juvenile crocodiles and eggs. There are dozens of lizards, snakes, birds, otters, wildcats, and even dolphins that would not hesitate to kill baby crocodiles and gobble them up on sight. Lizards, monkeys, and rodents could also have wreaked havoc on crocodile nests. River otters, in particular, would be expert nest raiders. Working in packs, otters would make quick work of croc nests, invalidating the crocodile's mating season and nipping its reproduction in the bud. Adult caimans would also feast on juvenile crocodiles with zero remorse. Caimans certainly have to deal with this predation too, but they survive due to their sheer numbers. Not even the Amazon's insatiable predators can eat all of their eggs and young. Again, for crocodiles to deal with this challenge in the same way, humans would have to intervene through major introduction efforts. However, this move would cause too many ripple effects to the ecosystem. Ultimately, nature has its reasons why there are no crocodiles in the Amazon, and leaving it as it is probably the best course of action. We might never know the exact reasons, but that's part of the beauty of places like the Amazon basin. Besides, caiman more than fill the niche of resident crocodilian, and that status quo seems to be perfectly balanced. On that note, we've reached the end of the video. Thank you again for watching, and we hope you learned a thing or two. Please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel if you would like more awesome animal content. Bye for now.